did you set your cousin up to be robbed and murdered?
No, Steve, not at all. Like I really practically raised Omarius. Like as we grew up, I raised myself and raised him because our granny died when I was 16, so I was like outside a lot after our granny died.
So tell me about the day that this all happened, that your cousin got shot.
We were going to meet a friend at the park, and when we got to the park, we seen a group of kids up there playing basketball. I asked him like, "Hey, you want to play basketball?" He said no, and I'm like, "All right, well, you don't have to." So we went in. We went up there. He sat down while I was playing basketball. I exchanged numbers with the guy because I ain't seen
The guy
him.
that eventually shot your cousin.
Yeah, Steve. I exchanged numbers with him because I ain't seen him since we've been in school, and that's like 3 years. So I'm like, well, we can meet up, we can hang sometime. We exchanged numbers. After that, later on that day, it got dark, and I told him, Mars, like, bro, it's time to go home. It's late, it's dark. So we proceeded to walk to the store, and the group that we were with, they asked us, like, hey, can we walk with y'all? We like, yeah, we've been together all day, so why not? And later on after that, we didn't even make it 2 seconds out of the apartment complex. Me and Omaris was the only two in front of the group. Like me and him was in front of the group and the group was behind us. So as we walk in, he's putting his headphones in and I'm watching him put his headphones in. Like as he put his headphones in, I see from the corner of my eye, the guy run from the middle of the group and put the gun to his back. And as he did that, I'm like, bro, you're tweaking. When I told him he was tweaking, it's like, when I mean tweaking, like, bro, what are you doing? Type
right.
thing, like, bro, you're tweaking. And he pulled the trigger once I said, you're tweaking. I stepped back. As I was trying to help Omarius, because I saw him like slouching, falling down to the ground, he pointed the gun at me and was like, get back. And I'm like, bro, you already shot him. Like, what else can you do? He was like, I'm getting what I need. So he took it out his, like, okay, when he shot him, it was like walking motion. Like, I'm walking from the side, he shot him, I stepped back, I moved out the way. I'm like, all right, bro, you tweaking. As Marius was falling, as I went to help, he pointed the gun at me, so I stepped back even further. I'm like, I don't want to get shot. So he took the little toy gun out of his...
Your cousin was carrying a toy gun?
Yeah.
Did it look like a real gun?
Oh, he had a real clip, but he had a toy...
Yeah.
He had a toy gun, but it was an actual clip to
right.
a magazine to a clip.
Right.
So he took it and he was like, this all you got? And they ran off. And when they ran off, that's when I was able to help grandson.
Do you think that this guy that killed your cousin knew that he was carrying a gun? And maybe was robbing him for the gun?
No. There was no talk about him having a gun.
Yeah, but if he's reaching his waistband right away...
Yeah, because when he put the gun to his back, Steve, Omarius was reaching. Like,
oh, okay.
When he put the gun to his back, he was like, give me it. Omarius went to try to give it to him. And
that's when he shot him?
Yeah, like he went to try to give it to him.
Why was your cousin carrying a toy gun?
To protect himself from... We lived in a bad environment, and he was already young, getting antagonized by older men.
I mean, is it said that a 14-year-old feels the need to carry a fake gun to protect himself?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, your Aunt Mary, who was, grandmother to Omar, your Aunt Mary says on the tape that you screamed at Omar that he was going to be dead. He was dead to you, that he was dead to you a few days before the murder. Did you ever say that to him?
No.
How much older were you than him?
He was 14, I was 20, like 6 years.
Okay, so you were like the big brother.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he was my little big brother, like, cause he always told me, "Bro, you're tweaking, real. You can't."
He was your big brother.
Yeah, but he was
even though he was 6 years younger.
Yep.
Your cousin's killer, who you knew, he's serving an 85-year sentence for first-degree murder. Now, your Aunt Mary thinks that you had something to do with his death. Why do you think that she believes that you would have something to do with your own 14-year-old cousin's death?
She never liked me since I was a kid. I never liked her, and she knew that. And I would tell her to her face, like, we don't like you. And they always said things that, oh, Marius do, it comes from me because he was always around me. They put Omarius out when he was only 11 and 12 because he liked the males. And that's when he had to come and stay with me because he liked the males. I got tarnished because I didn't go harm the male that he was doing stuff with. Oh, you're wrong, you let him go do this. I'm like, he's he can do what he wants. Like, if he wants to experience life, he can do that. I'm not gonna tell him like, bro, you're gay, you can't be around me. Like, that's my little cousin, so it was always around me.
How has this affected you?
I don't know, Steve. He was like my little big brother. Like, we always did certain things together. He was my gaming buddy. Like, I really never had friends because I always had my little cousin with me, and they didn't like him because of what he was gay. So they're like, oh, you can't be around. I'm like, well, he with me, so he gonna be around, bro. Like, and so I don't know. It kind of messed me up though.
Now, you came here and took a polygraph test. Why is this important for you?
I'm kind of tired of hearing that I had something to do with it.
Is it Mary or is it other people too?
It's just her.
It's just her. So you just want to prove to Mary that you didn't have anything to do with it?
Yeah.
You set him up. You told him a week or two before. He was dead to you. And now he ain't here.
Okay.
Now he not here. So what?
Where was he at all the time?
It doesn't matter
It
where
does.
he was at all
It
that
does.
time.
It does.
You set my grandson up to be murdered.
Y'all put him out when he was a kid, right?
No.
You did,
No,
yeah, you
no,
did.
no. He
You
was
did.
living with me.
Okay.
And then, how
Okay.
you set him up. Y'all, you heard him them saying they gonna rob him for that gun at the park. Why would you have him walk to the store with you?
No one said they were
Why
robbing him.
would you have him walk to the store with you? And then these dudes following you. And you looking back.
Why in the world would he want Omar to be killed?
Because he's lying.
But why? I'm asking you why.
I don't know what, I guess to make him look good. Because he did not do for my grandson. He wasn't like that. They did things together. Omar was not allowed to really be with him because of him.
Why? Is he a bad guy?
Yeah.
I lived with Omar's.
You did not, because Omar lived with me.
I did. His mom found out that he was gay. She put him out. Then he went to her house. He still didn't want to be at her house because she was saying he was gay, and he came to my house.
Is that true?
No. That is a lie. That is a lie. Okay, why we never heard about it, Shira?
You didn't know that he was gay?
You knew about it?
No.
Okay.
Because you was saying he wasn't. Because
you knew
every
about
time we would say something about that, then there he go.
Okay.
No, Omar.
Why would I say he was gay if y'all put him out?
So he's trying to defend Omar.
No.
Yeah, y'all
If
tarnished
you're
his
saying
name.
that it sounds like what you're saying is...
when he's sitting up here saying that my grandson was gay, and he wasn't gay.
Oh, he wasn't.
No.
The point is, when he talks about his cousin, when he talks about losing him, talking about spending all his time with them, did he fake that emotion that he was showing?
Yeah.
He faked it. Okay. But... Okay. Your mother made a tape. Let's watch that now.
Mary and her girls believing my son has something to do with my nephew's death. It's really destroying our family. Me personally, I know my son. He's not a murderer. He doesn't really believe in violence, but if it gets to that point, he would defend himself. To harm someone else in the family, I know that's impossible. Him to say someone is dead to him, that's not him. He doesn't speak like that.
Let's meet your sister, Shaiquette.
Stop accusing people of something that never happened.
I
It's you.
got my own feelings.
You have
If it was my son,
and my
if it was
grandson
my son,
was
if it was my son,
and your son ended up dead,
If
and
it
my
was my
grandson
son laying
switched
on that
numbers,
ground, I would not have ever brought my nephew on no damn talk show talking about he had something to do with it.
That's you.
You sound ignorant.
That's you.
You sound ignorant.
You sound ignorant. That's you. That's you.
Do you think there's any chance at all that your son had Omar set up?
No,
to be
I do
killed?
not. My son is not that type of person. My son and Omar was together daily.
So describe.
Even when they ran out of town and left him in Peoria, my son made sure Omar ate.
So your son and Omar spent a lot of time
Yes.
together. Did your son love Omar?
Yes, that was his brother, his best friend.
Now, again, this isn't a mystery. The man that killed
Omar, at
he's in
85
prison.
years.
He's in, he's in jail. And I can't imagine Because there's no money, there's no jewelry, there was no setting anybody up for anything of value. All he had on him was a toy gun.
Right.
Why in the world?
Would you set him up
would
for
your
a toy
son's-
gun?
Exactly. It doesn't
toy
make
gun.
sense to me.
I just want to know.
Well, you're going to find
Did
out.
you?
I mean, that's all.
Look, have any knowledge of this? I never once said that you did this and you did that.
I'm on stage said you set my grandson
I
up.
heard what he was sitting up there saying.
That's what you came out that
God.
door right there and
Come
said
on,
to my son.
Results.
So what is the difference
Yeah, I
now?
did.
So
Don't change your words now.
Shirel, you came here, you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you set up your cousin Omarius to get robbed on the night that he was killed? You answered no. Did you have any knowledge that your cousin's killer would attempt to rob Omarius? You answered no. Did you set up your cousin Omarius up to be shot on the night of his death? You answered no. Did you have any knowledge that your cousin Omarius would be shot on the night of his death? You answered no. The results came back the same to each of those 4 questions, and it came back that Shirel told the truth.
I told you already. I told
We
you
could have been
already.
did all of this.
I told you already.
I just wanted answers.
I told you already.
I wanted answers.
You had a chance to get a lie detector test.
told you
We're not
that.
coming to the
I
Steve
told you
Wilkos
that
show.
2 years
We had
ago.
somebody willing to pay for it.
Well, why you didn't do it?
I want to go to the Steve Wilkos show. That was your
Girl,
word.
that was 2 years ago when I called.
I'm glad you did come to the show, and I'm glad that, you got a chance to prove yourself that you weren't involved in this murder. How do you feel?
I don't know, Steve. I'm still going for the same way. For real, for real.
Yeah.
He's gone, for real, for real.
You can't bring him back.
You know what I'm saying? So,
It doesn't change anything.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm saying, I hope this helps you, that nobody's looking at you and saying, oh, he had something to do with his cousin's murder.
right.
I don't think you're faking anything. When you talk about your cousin, I think there's a lot of pain there and hurt, and I don't think anybody can understand the trauma that you suffer watching your cousin get killed right before your own eyes. I hope that you can steer clear of all that trouble from where you're at, and I hope the family can heal. Good luck to you.
I've been with my fiance for 6 years and I feel like I can't trust her because of the small little lies. Like, I've sat here and argued with this woman for 5 hours straight. 5 hours straight to get the truth. Sometimes when Sam and I argue, she'll put her hands on me, scream at me, get in my face, and I have to physically push her out of the way. And there's been a few times where she's rocked me in my face, and just out of reaction, I just right back. And we're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to put your hands on somebody you love. I feel horrible. Like, I felt so bad, I called the cops on myself after she put her hands on me first. And she should have waited. But instead, I did. I did the time in jail. When I came home after jail, I walked out, and she was on her phone texting. I was like, well, who are you texting? And she was like, oh, just some guy from work. I'm like, oh, you mean the guy that you were talking to while I was in jail? That guy? Oh, he's just a friend, right? I straight up called him. I snatched her phone out of her hand. I called him and straight up asked him. And well, that sigh that he did, anybody knows that sigh from another man. It already gives you the answer. I questioned her for 6-7 hours, and why are you crying? If you're crying and everything, are you guilty about it? It's like, be upfront, honest with me like I am with you. It's like we were gonna bring another girl into the relationship, and the moment she kissed me, I saw my fiance's face and the way it dropped. I couldn't go through with it. She knows what I did. I'm always upfront, honest with her, but I don't get the same thing back. It's like I'm tired of fighting in front of our two boys. They don't need to see it. They don't need to be around it. They don't need to hear it. It got to the point where I couldn't trust her, and we kept arguing to the point where I took her ring off and I went and sold it to a pawn shop. Just not gonna marry somebody I can't trust and spend the rest of my life just wondering why.
How often do you get questioned about cheating?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day, just
Every
about.
day?
Just about.
How
It
can you
could be nice one moment, 2-3 hours later, he's literally hating me and questioning me everything again.
How do you be happy in life if somebody's questioning you every day about cheating?
You can't.
You can't.
It's hard.
I understand that he made you sit for 6 hours once and question you for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, I was a policeman for 12 years, okay? I never questioned anybody for even half that time. Like 6 hours. Like, were you under a bright light in a dark room? Like, what was going on there?
He kept questioning and saying the same thing, asking and asking, have you been cheating on me?
But
Are you-"
even after like 45 minutes, you just say,
I'm saying the
not-
same thing, and there's
6 hours.
nothing's changed. Nothing's gonna change when I'm telling you the same exact thing.
Now, on the tape, he says that you guys get physical with each other, that you hit him, he hit you back. He says you hit him, he hit you back, but he felt so bad he called the cops on himself and he went to jail.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you married a smart man? I mean, you're engaged, right? I would never call the cops on myself. I'm just.
And I was very shocked, especially when that whole incident happened, especially that he
So when the
sat
police
there.
came, right? You were there.
Yeah, we were all, but him and I and
didn't
our
you
boys.
tell the police, "Hey, I started it"?
Yes,
Did you feel bad?
when he.
Went to jail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I felt horrible. I was honestly about the point, how heartbroken I was, and our boys seeing him getting arrested. I was just about to say, like, just take me instead, because I started it.
And how long was he in jail for?
Almost the entire month, and
Oh my God.
literally
A month in jail?
without even being accused of anything yet.
And while you was in jail, were you texting another guy?
No, I was trying to find somebody to cover my shift for work because Clay stays home with our boys when I'm at work. I'm a waitress. With him being in jail, I had to find other ways and other people to find and cover my shifts.
So what, you did text somebody, but not in a...
No, not any sexual, romantic way at all.
What about this male coworker that you were talking to? Do you have any, he says he called them and the guy, he hemmed and hawed.
He
Like,
literally told, like, Sam is not doing anything with anyone in the restaurant.
yeah.
That's all
And
he
so
had.
you never fooled around with the guy?
No, I've
Yeah.
never fooled around with anybody.
What about him pawning your engagement ring? How'd you feel about that?
I was very hurt. I was very broken because that was the first time he's ever given me something like that. And it was literally right when we just found out, or not too long after we found out we were pregnant with our oldest, just after a year of having 2 miscarriages right after another. And it took a whole year later for everything, but we knew, and he literally asked me to marry him when we found out I was pregnant.
And now, where's the ring at now? Did he go get it back, or?
No. At the time when he pawned it, he was just so mad and upset. He used the money to get stuff for the boys and everything. I mean, he kind of had something to replace it for now, but it's never going to be the same to compare to the first one.
If you're lying, there's no reason to cry. There's no reason to...
I'm telling you the truth. I've never cheated on you. I've told you since the first day you've asked me about getting a lie detector test done 4 years ago. I've told you every day since that I would do it. Every day to
could
prove
love
to
me and
you.
still cheat on me.
No.
Yeah.
Because if I did that, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I've told you since day one
Is
you
that why you cry
changed
when
me.
you do it?
No. I cry because I love you. You mean everything to me, and how much of all the things that we've been through with our boys.
What about all the lies that you sat there and told me, then hours later sat there and told me the truth? What about all the times that you sat there?
Like what? Give me one lie that she changed.
What about stealing the money that I had when I was working with my buddy? And I told you it's not mine, that we were splitting it. Because he found the job and he gets his percentage of it. And you went and stole that money and sat there and lied to me for 5 hours straight. With tears, swore up and down on your dead grandpa.
Is that
But
true?
you want me to trust you?
And I told you I deal with those repercussions every day about it because you remind me about it every single day. Every day.
I don't try
said
to.
it's true.
I don't try to remind you about it.
So it is true that you stole the money?
Yes.
And you kept lying about it? Listen, I know it's got not a lot to do with this story in particular, but kind of does. Why did you steal the money from your own fiancé?
At the time, I didn't know. I was stupid.
Okay.
Didn't think about it. And I still live with it every single day.
Why,
Like I
does he
tell you.
question about you every day?
I do.
You tell the story, she's hitting you, you hit her back, right?
Yes.
Which is terrible.
A few times. There's a few times
But you
she's done
then
it.
called
I
the
walked
police
away.
on yourself?
I did. I felt so bad. I was like,
Well,
something has to be done.
Yeah,
Something
but
has to be
do
changed.
you regret that you called the cops on yourself?
I do, but I don't, Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, but did you get convicted of this?
I did. I took a plea deal.
So now you got a police record.
That's all right.
Okay.
It's all right because I took a bullet for the woman that I love, so she didn't lose her job and go to jail.
The woman
and lose-
that you don't trust, that you throw her past up in her face all the time, that's who you want to take a bullet for? That doesn't make sense to me.
I see where you're coming from.
What's that?
I see where you're coming from.
You know, I've only taken a bullet for a few people in my life, right?
Right.
One standing at that podium, but I trust her. How about pawning her ring?
I regret that, but I'm not. I don't want to marry somebody that's gonna be a cheater and lie.
No,
You
nobody
know?
does.
That's just-
So let me ask you, are you going to marry her?
If she's telling the truth, yeah.
If she passes her lie detector test?
I mean, regardless, I love her and I want to be with her. I
No,
just wanna know
you
the
can't
truth.
say that. Because if she fails, you are going to make her life a living hell more
He's
than it
already
is
said it.
now.
He's already said it.
Clay, you came and took a lie detector test,
Yes, sir.
and we asked you, while in a relationship with Samantha, other than that one kiss with her friend, have you had sexual physical contact with any woman besides her? You answered no. While in a relationship with Samantha, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman besides her? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Clay told the truth.
I told you, I don't want nobody else. I may not trust you, Sam, but I love out of you.
And I've trusted you
I
this
might
whole
not trust
time.
you, but I love you, honey.
It's like all the fun memories and everything that we have, the things that we
I'll
do
make your
together.
life hell.
But I
I will
love
question you every day for 6 hours, but I love you.
I'm sorry, I question things from the past and put it to our present. I'm sorry,
You can't throw her past on her face, okay?
and it's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't do that to you. Never have. It's like I keep saying the same thing with this. Again, I don't want to have friends because you think there's going to be something else going on. I can't even see my best friend or even hang out with her without you thinking I'm somewhere else or somebody else or my family without you thinking I'm
Because
not
your
where I'm
friends
at.
told me that's what you do when you're not happy.
How many years ago did they say that? All 4 of those friends are no longer in my life because I let them go for you. Because I did that for you. Because you didn't like them. You said they kept telling me that they were toxic for me and everything.
It's your choice. You did what you did.
But I did it for you.
Samantha came and took a lie detector test, and we asked her, while in a relationship with Clay, have you had sexual contact with any man besides him? She said no. While in a relationship with Clay, have you had sexual intercourse with any man besides him? She answered no. The results came back the same to each of those 2 questions, and it came back that Samantha told the truth.
I would never do that to you. I told you that. You changed me. You made me a better person, that I would never want to do that for my past, what I did. Because you changed me and I found my best friend. I found my forever when I met you. That's why we had our 2 boys together, so we could have a family. You asked me 2 weeks before you left jail about us trying to have for another. And I told you yes. Then as soon as you come home, it all changed because you still thought that there was somebody I was talking to while you were in jail. Never talked to anybody. Never done anything when it was all for you.
How about this? 4 years of fighting over nothing. Neither one of you cheating.
I told you. You don't understand how much weight just lifted off of me for that for 6 years. So much weight to have to be on a TV show to tell you.
You've been going through all this hell. You went to jail for 30 days. You're fighting, caused 6-hour interrogations over nothing. She was saying earlier that she wanted something if she passed the lie detector test.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm sorry I doubted you all these years. I'm sorry.
I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you.
Before the day this all happened, it was my birthday. I went out to eat, regular birthday. My daughter was perfectly fine. The next day came, I had hair to do. I do hair on the side. I'm a hairstylist. I had a couple clients early that day that came to my house so I could do their hair. I did their hair. Like I said, my daughter was perfectly fine. She was alive. She was her regular self, her happy self. I had to go do 2 to 3 more people hair, but I needed a babysitter because I had to go to them. So that's when I contacted or texted my daughter's father. He agreed to watch her. Whatever happened to where he couldn't watch her, he stopped answering for an hour or two. Stopped answering, so I had to find a plan B, basically. My mom was at work, everybody was at work. I needed another babysitter. So I contacted the people who's watched her numerous of times. They agreed to watch her. I brung her there. My daughter was only there for all of, she wasn't even there for an hour, literally. I didn't even get to make it to the people, to person where I had to do. I made a quick pit stop basically with my friend and got a call that my daughter was breathing weird. I honestly thought the breathing sounds was like her spit bubbles because she was teething so much. She had 2 teeth coming at the top and the bottom. I'm thinking she playing with her spit bubbles. So I told them, at first I did tell them it was nothing. But when I got a call and they faced the camera facing her, I automatically seen something was wrong with her. I rushed there, got there as quick as possible. As soon as I got there, my daughter was already dead in the babysitter hands. Her eyes was wide open. Her head was hanging off her arms. And I brought her to the hospital after. Like, I literally got to the hospital quick, within less than 5 minutes. And my daughter was already dead for 15 to 20 minutes, they said. My daughter, she fought back for her life. She came back within, like, the last time they did CPR on her. Like, and my baby was already brain dead. So it's like, either way, she would have never been the same after this, honestly. After the hospital visit, they transferred her to another hospital that was able to do trauma units and PICU for babies. So she was there from August 1st to August 6th. Her first birthday was August 5th. And I just decided to like wait to pull the plug to at least like bring in her birthday with her. And later that night, early morning, August 6th is when she took her last breath and I pulled the plug.
So sorry for you. I mean, I can't imagine the pain. Do you have any idea how your daughter was injured?
Yeah, blunt force trauma. After like,
No, but I mean, in your mind, do you have like, did somebody punch her? Did somebody hit her with an object?
honestly, I feel as though she had to be thrown or something. Like, I don't know. I just feel as though whatever it was done intentionally.
Did you ever see signs of abuse before this happened?
No.
She never had, you never saw marks or bruises after she was...
So before it was an incident with them, but when I brought her to the hospital with the babysitter, the hospitals and the doctors told me it literally just came from him, like throwing her in the air, throwing her too hard in the air. And it wasn't like a bruise, it was just like a mark that just went away. She was a chubby baby, so.
So there was an incident where you saw a mark on your daughter?
Yeah.
And you
like,
took her to the hospital?
Yeah.
And they said
Yeah, they literally closed it. CPS came to me the next day after that. I got a letter from CPS stating it was nothing, so they closed it.
After you took your baby to the hospital, were you kind of upset with these people that they did something where you had to take your daughter to the hospital?
She told me that it was from her being thrown in the air, them playing with her, and that her bracelet had got attached to her. That's why she had like a little slight scratch. Once I went to the hospital, and the doctor literally told me, his exact words was, "You wasted a bill coming up here because she's fine." So CPS.
A doctor said that?
Yeah, and CPS came to my house literally the next day, and I literally got something in the mail like a week later, basically saying like it was closed because it wasn't as important, basically.
So my question to you is, after you see this type of bruising, you were comfortable with taking your child back to the people that did this?
I didn't have nobody else to babysit her, if that makes sense.
Right,
like, or
but I mean,
watch
did
her.
you have any concerns like, God, I hope my baby doesn't get hurt again?
At the moment, no, I didn't, because they never gave off like they were those type of people, honestly. And when this did happen with the bruises and everything, they were, compared to how they were now, but they were calling, they were telling me like it was nothing.
They showed concern?
Yes.
Were you investigated by the police?
Yes. They did a warrant in our house, see how she was living. She was perfectly fine. They had me there at their station for like 6 hours, lie detector test.
You took a lie detector test? And what was the result of that test?
I passed it.
You passed it. Are you still being looked at as a suspect?
They said everybody's being looked at as a suspect. That's all they keep
Because
saying.
this just happened not even 2 months ago.
Yeah, almost 2 months ago.
Yeah, and so they're still investigating.
Yeah, it's
and
still open.
they've ruled this, your daughter was killed. It's
Yeah,
it's a homicide.
A homicide.
You've been getting harassment on social media.
Yeah,
What have you been seeing?
a lot. Like, she killed her baby, murder fingers, every day is something. It's people on live every day. It's the worst of the worst. Anything you could think of, that's what's being posted.
So went to the funeral too. The mother knows what happened to her baby, and she dropped the baby off to them so she could take the blame. People are blaming you for killing your own baby.
I ain't never said Alicia did it. My son never said Alicia did it. But we need truth, and that's why we're here, Steve.
Yeah.
You're gonna give us the truth.
Do you believe Alicia's responsible at all?
I believe Alicia's at fault. I believe she's at fault for bringing that baby back over there. Yes, I do. I do. Somebody has to be hold responsibility for bringing that baby back over there after you seen those bruises. We all have common sense here, Steve.
How would you describe her as a mother?
Alicia's a great mother.
She's a great mother.
She's a great mother. Every time she brought that baby over there, she had everything for that baby. That's why I said, Alicia, I don't think you did it. But come on, that's like me dropping my kid off somewhere and come back with bruises and I don't know who did it.
Did you ever see any signs that your granddaughter was being abused or mistreated? Did you see those bruises?
I did.
And what did you think?
She got to go to the hospital.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I'm asking your opinion. Those people, somebody, the babysitters, caused those injuries to your daughter.
Granddaughter.
Your granddaughter. The one bruise, you know, that could be a child falling. Babies get bruises all the time. But the one on the thigh, that was caused. Like, the baby didn't do that by itself.
And there was multiple responses as to how that thigh came out. First, they said it was because of the walker, because there was some plastic in there. I didn't see anything in there that could have potentially caused that scratch. Then the babysitter said it was the bracelet. So there was mixed reviews in regards to that thigh as well. For me personally, I don't feel like she should have went back to the babysitters.
Right. So that was the question I was going to ask you. You yourself would have never took the baby back to that.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Did you ever convey that to your daughter?
Yes, I did.
All right. Let's bring out Tishan. You didn't take your daughter, that day because you were drunk, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. What time of day was this?
It was like 3, 4.
3 in the afternoon?
Like 3, 4-ish.
You were drunk at 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yes.
Okay. Do you regret that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you believe Alicia is responsible for your daughter's death?
Oh, no.
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 Did you leak your daughter's medical records to the social media?
To the news when I did a report with the news.
Why would you do that?
They asked for it.
And you felt comfortable giving it over?
Yes.
You didn't have any concerns about privacy for your daughter's sake?
we all want the same thing, so I was confused.
What do we want?
Justice.
Okay. Do you think you did everything to protect your daughter?
Absolutely not. That's why I go hard now. Sorry to say it's too late, but this is why I push. I wasn't there. I was in and out, but I can at least get justice. At least find out who did it.
Who do you believe is responsible for your granddaughter's death?
I don't know, Steve. That's why I'm here.
You have nothing
I
in
have
your mind
no
where
idea. I
you
know
say,
she went to the babysitters that one time and she had bruises and everything. And I was like, well, wait a minute, how the heck did this happen? I was at work when all this happened.
I mean,
you know?
what's not disputable is somebody killed this baby.
Absolutely.
The baby's skull was broken, right? Cracked. Somebody, you know, and I don't want to hear, oh, I was just playing with the baby, I was throwing up in the air, because common sense, you don't throw a baby up in the air, you don't do these things, and if you did, and the baby cracked its head, then you killed the baby.
Right.
And the police have determined that this was a homicide.
Absolutely.
What was your relationship like with the baby?
Oh, man, she loved me. I would come home from work, she would hear my voice, and she'd be sleeping, and she would get right up. She knew her peepaw was here. So it's a bad, bad loss for me. You know, I looked forward to seeing her when I got home.
You were told by the police they wanted you and your wife to go in for questioning and do a polygraph.
Yes.
I said I'd do 10 of them.
Did you do it?
We have not as of yet. They rescheduled multiple times because of things going on their own end.
Okay, but you said, hey, I'm going to come here and I'm going to take the test.
Absolutely.
Right? You both took the test?
Yep.
Wayne, you took a lie detector
Yes.
test. And we asked you, did you personally cause any of the injuries that led to your one-year-old granddaughter's death? You answered no. Did you ever witness anyone physically abuse your granddaughter in a way that could have caused the fatal injuries? You answered no. The results came back the same to those two questions, and it came back that Wayne told the truth. Rasheen, you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you personally cause any of the injuries that led to your one-year-old granddaughter's death? You answered no. Did you ever witness anyone physically abuse your granddaughter in a way that could have caused the fatal injuries? You answered no. The results came back the same, and it came back that Rasheen told the truth. Alicia, you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you personally cause any of the injuries that led to your one-year-old daughter's death? You answered no. Are you withholding any information related to the circumstances of your daughter's death? You answered no. Did you ever witness anyone physically abuse your daughter in a way that would have caused the fatal injuries? You answered no. The results came back the same to each of those three questions, and it came back that Alicia told the truth. I'd like to hear your reaction to the results.
She ain't do it. But it's still, like I said, we've been new. We not gonna put the people out there, but we've been new from the beginning.
Anything you want to say to her? To the mother of your child?
Oh, yeah, I love you. Come here.
If there's any chance that we got those babysitters on here and give them a lie detector test, prove their innocence, but either way, there is an open police investigation, and I'm confident, I hope to God, that the police find out who did this and that the people that did this to your daughter, your granddaughter, that they face justice.
Thank you.
You're here because your mother, you made some claims against your grandfather. Your mother doesn't believe you. How does that make you feel?
Mad. It's really mad. It hurts. It started when I was 8. It kind of started at the grooming stage, I suppose. It was just kind of like touching. And then when I was 13 was the first time that I was penetrated. And then I wrote my mom a letter a 6-page, 10-page letter of every detail of what I smelled, what I went through, what he did. I gave that to her, and she cried. She cried, and we never really spoke of it after that. But I did keep going up there, you know, and my mom wasn't a good mom at all. So I was really stuck between, you know, staying home with her or going there.
I'm just curious, why wasn't your mom a good mom?
She was she was mean to me specifically. I don't know what it was about me, but there was nothing I could do right. Cleaning the bathroom, it was never good enough. Doing the dishes was never good enough. Nothing was ever good enough.
How long did the abuse go on for?
It continued till I was 16, and then I moved out.
You moved out of your mother's? And after the letter, your mom didn't do anything? She didn't call the police? She never brought you to confront your grandfather, her father? She just said, I don't believe it.
Yep. Yep.
You know, growing up, it sounds like the relationship wasn't too good. You have a relationship with your mother now?
An obligation, I should say more. She lives in my house. She doesn't have a job.
You took her in?
Yes.
Even after moving out, you're being abused until you were 16. Do you love your mother?
No. No, I don't.
But even with all that, you still took her in?
Yes.
Now, she says you're a liar and that, you lie about things you don't even need to lie about.
So growing up, I wasn't a good person growing up. I mean,
When you were a kid?
Yeah. When I was a kid,
How
I
terrible
stole
were you?
people's money. I mean, I stole your money. I mean, if you left any money around, I was definitely going to steal it. Lying, I would lie about, I would sneak out at night. I would tell my parents I was going somewhere that I wasn't.
Wow,
yeah.
you were
I mean, because I
terrible.
had a great.
Tell me something that most kids don't do.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
okay.
Right.
I mean, and listen, it doesn't sound like you were in the typical normal household. Grandfather that's molesting you. Yeah, I don't know. Some kids would act out when
I
those
would
things
say
are happening
so,
to them.
yes.
Your grandfather, did he make you do things?
Yes. So at the age of 13, the first time, there was, vodka and orange juice. It was getting drunk is how, and I remember the very first time being so drunk that I woke up in my own puke, face down in my own puke. I had fallen off the toilet, so I was behind up, facing my puke, and I just remember being there for so long. So then after that, I mean, I did go up there most weekends. After that, it was always alcohol involved.
He was
because-
giving you booze.
Yes. So at that point, I knew that it was going to happen regardless. So I would get so drunk that I'd go on the couch. So he'd have to pull me off the couch. So in a way, it was like you had to work for it, so to speak.
You were making it difficult for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you became an adult, did you ever confront your grandfather?
When I was 20 years old, I'd gotten pregnant with my daughter, and I lived in Atlanta, Georgia at the time. So I came back home, so I'd gotten off the bus, and he tried to touch me again, actually verbally asked me, like, hey, let's do this. It's been a while. And I told him this time, I said, I'm an adult. I will kick your ass if you touch me. You knew everything.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't, Angel. Every time you got in big trouble, every time, you were pregnant or molested, I'd get a call because you would go tell at school. Now, when you were 13, you had accused Dad and 2 other family members, okay? I called the police. I called the state police.
You're such a lying bitch.
Did your daughter at 13 write you a letter saying that your father touched her?
No, the only letter I ever received from Angel, and as a matter of fact, I still have it, this letter that Angel wrote me, and it was apologizing to me and her father about, being horrible about, because she was just always in trouble.
So she never wrote you a letter
She
saying,
did not.
hey,
Now,
I'm being molested?
No.
Okay. Were you ever aware, did she ever come to you and say, hey, Grandpa is molesting me?
Like I said, when she was 13, She accused my dad and 2 other family members at the same time.
And what did you do?
I called the police.
And the police came?
No. I talked to them on the phone. It was the state police. And by now, Angel has already had...
So you just talked to them? The police didn't come out and interview anybody?
Can I finish?
Well, I'm asking
I'm sorry.
you. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm going to get...
I talked to the police thinking they were going to come out and make a report. Anyways, I talked to them. They did not. When I talked to them, already Angel had had all these encounters with all the different, states. Just listen,
No, because you're getting off track here. I want to know when like I was a policeman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I go there, like I'm not going to, oh, so your daughter was molested? That's all right. Call us next time. No.
Anyways, I said,
So
I personally don't believe it. I said, but I understand you need to make a report.
Did they make a report?
They did not.
Why?
I don't know.
So you didn't say to the police, hey, get your asses out here and do some investigation?
By now, Angel had run-ins with and it doesn't.
See, you're not answering the question.
I'm trying to.
You call the police, and you're telling the story to the police, and they say, no, we're not coming out. And you said,
He said
okay.
he was going to get with his supervisor, and that's the last I heard.
And so you never followed up?
I didn't.
No, don't push it.
Your daughter accuses grandfather and 2 other family members of sexual assault. You
know
just
what?
let it
Another
go.
lie.
You're the
Yep.
parent,
Okay.
though. You're the one that's supposed to protect me,
okay.
not...
Did you ever ask your dad, hey, did you do this?
I did not. And he was investigated. He was investigated afterwards on another
That's a
family
lie.
member.
On another
That's a
family
lie.
member.
On another
That
family
was
member.
before.
So,
and there
okay,
was,
hold on
there was
a
no,
second.
There was no
let me ask you this. Your daughter tells you, hey, Grandpa violated me. You know, you really don't do anything. But then you hear that he's being investigated again. Didn't that say, maybe I should have followed up with the police?
I didn't know. I did the best for my kids that I could.
Do you love your daughter now?
I love my daughter with all my heart.
Yeah. But how does it, when you must have heard your daughter say on stage here that she does not love you.
I'm dead to it.
You're dead to it. Doesn't affect
I'm just numb to all of it anymore.
Imagine being a child, somebody sexually assaults you, you go to your parent, they don't do anything, you never get help for it, you don't learn how to deal with what the trauma that happened to you, and you carry with you. Wouldn't that person tend to lash out?
Well,
Sneak out.
Angel has had counseling for so many years. Nobody believed her in my family. Nobody did.
Why not?
So why
That's a
she's
lie.
saying it's
Why
just
didn't people in your family believe her?
because she's a
That's a
liar.
lie.
I had one family member on
Everybody believes
her
me but
dad's
her.
side that didn't even want her to come over there because she didn't want her sons or husband accused.
How would you describe your dad?
My dad was a good man. That's
a
what
lie.
I knew. What I knew. What I knew, my dad was
Does
a
it
good man.
concern you at all that multiple people have accused your dad of molestation?
Anyway, there's only two people.
Only 2 people.
There's only 2 people, and it's already.
But that's 2 more than most people get accused of, right?
But I'm not able, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not able to tell the whole story, and that's fine.
Okay, so Tammy, you came here and you took a lie detector test.
Yep.
And we asked you, did you have any knowledge of your father molesting your daughter, Angel? You answered no. Did you allow your father to molest your daughter, Angel? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Tammy told the truth. That means, did she believe that her father was molesting you? Did she allow him to? I'm sure she wouldn't do that. So she passed. Hold on. So you like those results, right? Those are good results for you? Yes or no?
That is the truth. Yes,
Yeah,
that is the
you
truth.
told the truth.
Yes.
You believe these results?
I do.
Okay. Your daughter Angel came here and took a lie detector test. And we asked her, did you fabricate the story about your grandfather molesting you? She answered no. Were you ever sexually molested by your grandfather? She answered yes. The results came back the same for each of the 2 questions we asked Angel. And they came back that Angel told the truth.
I don't know.
Now what?
I can't
Well, let
talk
me
to
tell
you
you,
while
we're
you're
gonna start
screaming.
here. You will never see me or my kids again. My kids are real. Oh yeah! You stupid bitch.
If that's what you need,
Oh
okay.
yes, it is because I cannot trust you around my kids.
Okay.
Oh man.
Hold on.
Oh.
I want to know, do you
Oh my God.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to say to your daughter?
Tried to tell her I was
Well,
sorry.
I-
We need
well,
to,
let her give her a
and this
chance.
is, I am
Thank
like
you.
devastated. I'm devastated. I never
you are
knew
not.
that my dad
You
like
are
that. Because every one of you are standing in my shoes and know
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
what's going on. So thank you.
Oh, yeah, you had it so hard, didn't you? You had it so hard that you had a daughter that was acting out because of you. Yeah. Yeah. I hope y'all are praying because she wasn't and she was.
We deal with this all the time. These emotions never go away, the devastation that people feel when they're sexual assault victims. But the worst part of doing these stories and have situations like this is when a parent doesn't believe their child. The very least they have to do is really try to get to the bottom of it. You never did that. You accuse your daughter of being a liar, or being this, or being that. And what do? You're living with her, right? She took you in. And you failed her at every step along the way. You're a terrible mother. Get the hell off my stage. Laureen was innocently flexing her tax return money online. But what happened next was a life-threatening nightmare. Masked gunmen broke into her home, robbed her, and brutally pistol whipped her in front of her children, leaving her traumatized. And she believes her longtime friend, Nisha, set her up because one of the assailants was Nisha's own cousin. Tell me about the night you were robbed.
Okay, so for one, I was making dinner, I was home with my kids, and I had to get some spaghetti noodles, so I ran to the store to get some spaghetti noodles. When I came back, I was coming up my stairs, my door was wide open, and the 2 gunmen was like right there, snatched me in the house and like put me to the floor and like told my kids to go back and like into the back of the house. And like at that point I was just terrified because like I didn't know like what was happening, like if I was gonna get raped, robbed, if my kids was gonna get hurt or whatever. So he started saying like, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's everything at? And at the time I didn't know what he was talking about because I wasn't the one who necessarily posted the video with the weed and stuff on my page. My sister did. And when she recorded the video, I told her not to post it, like just keep it in your phone for memories or whatever, but don't post it on Facebook. And she went behind
so it
my
was
back.
your sister who posted it?
Yeah, my sister went behind my back and posted the video instead. So when they came to me and was like, they didn't say anything about the money that I had posted a couple weeks prior, but they had said, oh, where's all that weed at? Where's the weed at? The video that was on Facebook. So it dawned to me that my sister must have went behind my back and posted the video. So he started punching me in my face a few times, asking me where it was at, and at the time I didn't have it anymore, so I had a little bit, but not all of what was in the video. I was on my stomach laying flat on the floor, and then he just started hitting me with the gun, and I just felt all this blood rushing down my head, and it was just, it was real, it was life-changing. It was like after that, I just left everything behind. I lost a lot of stuff.
What did they steal?
So I had about like a pound of weed left. I had about like $1,200, and they stole my iPhone. So if they would have came like a day before, they would have had a lot more. But
you know.
When I watch that video,
Mhm.
I think it's super foolish,
Mhm.
right? Like, you know, you're flashing cash and marijuana,
Mhm.
and like every guy in that neighborhood must have been licking their chops like,
Mhm.
let's get over there, man, you know.
Right.
Right?
Mhm.
But you called Nisha after you called the police?
Yeah, and the reason why I called Nisha is because when I first walked into the house, and they were already in there, so they must have been watching the house all day prior to this. So when I went, the Family Dollar was like only literally right around the corner. So I was gone maybe like 5 or 7 minutes. So when I got in the house, there were two guys. One of them had their mask down. The other
Okay, I
one
gotta
had
ask
his
a question.
mask up. I go to
Why did
the
you
store,
go in when you saw the door open?
because honestly, like, I think I didn't even have a key to my house back then. I used to always leave my door open. I don't know.
But I'd have been like, my
Yeah,
door's open.
I don't know. I
you
just
know.
like I didn't have a key to my house back then. So like nobody knew where I lived. That's why off rip I knew that Nisha had something to do with it, because like nobody
Nobody
knew
knew
what
where
I
you
had
lived.
going on. I didn't even know that my sister posted the video on Facebook with the weed. So it was like nobody knew
Yeah.
the situation.
But why do you think that she set you up?
Okay, so the day before, she called me, and I confirmed to her what I had. She was supposed to be coming to see me the day I got robbed, and she never showed up, but he did. You know what I mean? And it was just weird. Like, even when I called her after the fact, I called her and said, you know, I just got robbed. It was cousin or whatever. I said, what's his name? She's like, she acted like she didn't know his name, and she said in the video that she didn't even know that he was home from jail. That's a lie, because when he came home from jail, he posted like a welcome home picture, and she commented under it, was like, welcome home, cuz. And then when I called her to tell her about it, she's like, oh, I didn't even know he was home from jail.
So were these guys caught,
Yeah.
arrested?
Yeah, he was.
Do you think that he saw the video?
I wasn't friends with him on Facebook, or my sister wasn't.
Yeah,
so
but somebody-
Nisha liked it, the video. So it's a strong possibility that she seen the video.
Did you know that the video was up?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever say to your sister, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, I was mad at her. I
Yeah.
called her and like, bitch, this is all your fault. You know, they just came in. I told you not to put that video on Facebook. You know what I mean? Because you can't, even though I was doing that, I didn't want the whole world to know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you don't want anybody knowing you got anything in your house. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the Mace story? That sounds very interesting.
Okay, so after the fact, you know, we was arguing, going at it on Facebook, back and forth, whatever. She was saying hurtful stuff. I was saying hurtful stuff. So I ran into her at the doctor's office. So as I was coming into the, she was coming out the elevator. I was coming in, and I was like, bitch, then you set me up to get robbed. And she had this big girl with her, for one. So I was a little intimidated, because I'm like, you know, she got somebody with her, and she was real
So
big.
you don't strike me as a girl that's intimidated.
Well, you should have seen the girl. She looked like a big. So I was like, no, I was not about to play with her. So I just started macing, and
Where was this at?
at the doctor's office.
It's in the doctor's office.
Yeah.
You're Mason inside a doctor's office.
Yeah, I know. And the police came knocking on my door later on that day.
And she's pregnant.
Yeah, I didn't know she was pregnant at the time, because it was been like maybe like almost a year went by, or maybe 6 months or
Yeah.
whatever. So I cut strings with her like afterwards, and then it was crazy because like even after the fact I called her and stuff, and I was at her house for a little bit.
Was that doctor mad after you did the Mason?
I didn't even, no, they still kept me into practice, so I think they understood. I let them know, so they understood.
That doctor must not have a lot of clients. And you believe that Nisha called her cousin and said, go over and rob her.
Yes, and then it was just weird that the day before she called me, and she was supposed to meet with me to get some weed, and she never did. And I stayed at her house maybe a few days after the fact just to get away, because she lives like an hour from in the inner city. So I figured, like, you know, because I was real scared, because, you know, especially that he just got out of jail, and I was telling the police and stuff. It was death threats that he was gonna get me killed, for I wouldn't testify and all types of stuff. So I stayed at her house, but my sister told me, like, you need to get away from her. I think she has something to do with it.
So you sent him back to prison?
Yeah, I sent him back to prison.
Okay.
I identified him. I put him in jail.
Did you set Lorraine up
Steve,
to
no,
get-
I didn't.
Okay. Did you plan this robbery?
No,
with
I
your
didn't. I had
cousin?
nothing. I knew nothing about it. Her family called me about it that night. That's how I knew it happened.
Did you know your cousin was going to rob her before?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I knew nothing of nothing. I'm the one called her, told her to take the
Did you
video
tell
off
her that-
Facebook.
No, you didn't.
Did you
I
tell?
didn't even have the video on Facebook. So how you call me and tell me to take a video off
There's
Facebook?
just so
I
many
never posted it on
lies, y'all.
Facebook.
So many lies.
Tina
It's crazy.
posted it on her Facebook,
I
not
can't
me.
wait. It's
Hold
so
on,
many
hold on.
lies. It's crazy. I'm not
But
here to
I
lie.
lied, but I'm the
Just
one
like
that
you
lied.
lied and said I said it doing money. It was never money. It was all weed. It was all weed. It was all
me. It was all me. It was all me. The truth hurt. The truth hurt her. The truth hurt her. The truth hurt her. The truth hurt her. The truth hurt. The truth hurt. Now you want to fight because the truth hurt.
No, because you're a liar. You're a liar.
Let's get this out.
You're a liar. Bitch, you've been setting people up.
You gonna see? You gonna see?
You set
how
your
much?
own. You've been doing that.
She a straight liar, yo. She lied too much.
Did you see the video of her flashing the money marijuana?
I'm the one who called her that morning and told her take the video off.
Right.
Off of Facebook. She said, Tina put that up there? I said, yeah, it's on Facebook.
Right, her sister.
Yeah, her sister.
Okay. Did you tell her that you didn't know your cousin's name?
Yeah, because I got mad cousins. Why? I can't remember all their names. I got a big family.
Yeah.
Y'all can feel how y'all want, because y'all don't know neither. How about that? I just wait for this test to
You're
come
lying.
out.
Hey,
You're lying.
I have
And then you was just texting me yesterday. You didn't have none of this energy.
Okay.
But you just texted me and told me.
No, you
felt
just
like I
told
ain't
me
do
to
it.
come here.
You
You
just
know
text
there's
me,
another person
but
that
you
likes
just said
to
all of
make
this stuff that you thought I can't hear, see?
Your cousin as
Yeah,
well.
whatever.
You're all in cahoots with each other.
Tell me about the macing in the doctor's office.
She's lucky
So,
that's all I did.
I'm in the doctor's office. I'm extremely high risk. I'm in the doctor's office. I come out the doctor's office because I got a phone call from the landlord. I'm about to move in my new house. I come out the doctor's office. She's coming out the doctor's office with her daughter out of the pediatrics. We running. She see me. She start yelling and stuff. You robbed me. I say, no, you got yourself robbed. Out of nowhere, she tried to spit on me. So I backed up. She pulls this mace out and just started going crazy with the mace.
Nisha, you came. Why did you come?
I came because I called you 2 years ago, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm for real. I
I've been
called you 2
busy.
years ago and they didn't want to come. When I told them,
You
let's go
never
clear my
told
name.
me to
Let's go clear my
come.
name.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing to do with this. I knew nothing. I was at home asleep.
Okay, well, your cousin still robbed me.
And then what it got to do with me? Because that's my cousin? If your sister did something, is it because
How
of
you
her?
know where I live?
Nah, man. Because
Why
you
you
sell
called
dinner.
me the day
You sell
before?
dinner.
You
You
called me
post
the
yourself.
day before.
That's
I
how.
I
ain't telling where you live.
She called me the day before to meet me to buy weed. Never came. I showed her what I had.
I live an hour away from there.
Show her what I had. Listen,
Okay.
she asked me to show her what I had.
Okay.
So why you want to see what I had? You
Nisha-
never came and got it, but he came to my house.
Nisha-
Let's go with these.
Nisha came here today and took a lie detector test. And we asked her, prior to the robbery, did you know that your cousin would rob Laureen? She said no. Did you participate in the planning of the robbery of Laureen? She answered no. The results came back the same, and they came back that Nisha
It's telling the truth.
told the truth.
You know what? All my life, the more than my kids, I made sure we was all the way good. So I'm 11 years old, and then you come out here and try to play me, try to steal my name out, try to make me look like this bad person.
Okay,
Real
so
talk.
what am
But
I
you know
supposed to
what?
think?
You know what?
What am I
You know
supposed to
what?
think if
I'm
your
gonna tell you
cousin
one
comes and
thing,
robs
and it's
me?
for all y'all. She manifested my blessings. Let's go. I'm gone. Peace out. Don't ever say to me, bitch. There you go.
That still remain that her cousin still robbed me. So
Is there any
her, that's right there. What?
Is there any chance
Never.
that you guys have been
Never.
friends?
I love
Never?
my mom though.
But she
And my
was just
father,
texting me
I love her
yesterday.
to death.
She
I
was-
never lose
She trying to
respect
show
for
off
them.
for the camera
But
because she was
her-
just texting me yesterday. She told me to tell
Whatever.
her when I got here for she could meet with me before we could get up. She didn't want to be at
Yeah,
the
but
hotel by herself.
After hearing
Okay,
everything being
okay,
told,
After hearing
hold on,
everything, what?
Hold on.
everything that was
My
told to me
feelings?
before I even, that's why I stopped
My
texting yesterday.
feelings?
Okay, hold on.
No.
What
Hey,
I believed what
hey,
was true.
Silent,
Hey.
you believe wrong.
Okay.
Okay,
you
and a lot
OD.
of people
And
believe
you
wrong.
OD.
So I'm wrong
Instead
for
of
this.
listening to
You
me,
called me the
somebody
day
that really
before.
loved you, and you should have listened to me
did.
first.
I
You
did. I reached
You
out to you
did.
to talk to you.
You did.
Yes,
Okay.
it turned
Hey.
into
You
an
came
argument.
to me in a
Hey.
messed
It
up
did.
way.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not coming around you with that negative energy,
You was the
and
first
I'm
person I
changing my
called
life.
when I got robbed. I was at your house.
Man, no,
Okay.
you wasn't. I
Hey.
never seen you since then.
Oh my
Nisha,
God, Nisha,
Nisha,
yes I did.
hold
I
on,
was at
I
your
never
house in
seen you
Watertown for
since
3 or
then.
4
Hey,
days.
hold on.
She one big lie,
Hold
y'all.
on.
I was
Listen.
at her house after I got robbed.
You and I, you ain't got to worry about me no more.
Hey, Nisha.
Me and my kids great.
Nisha.
That's
stop.
fine. This was 3
Hey,
years
can you
ago,
stop?
and I
Hey, can you stop?
I never reached
Hey,
out to you.
Can you stop?
You reached out to
Can
my
you
mom
stop?
about me. I'm
Can
sorry,
you
sorry,
stop?
Steve.
I was gonna say, can we get a hug?
Nah. Nah. This is daddy.
She really want to hug She just trying to
This
show
is
off.
dead.
Listen to me.
She trying to show
But-
off.
I promise you I'm not showing
listen,
off.
You
hold
is.
on.
You was just
I'm
texting
showing
me
off.
yesterday.
I'm
And I
gone,
said
y'all.
before you even
I
came
proved
out.
my point. That's all I wanted to do here. Facts.
All right, well,
Okay.
That's all I wanted to do
hope
here.
it works out for
Ain't no
Skylar.
conflict,
All right,
none of that.
very
I
nice.
appreciate it.